I moved to live better, healthier, and stress-free. I started this vlog to show you how living abroad can change your life, save you money, and improve your well-being. If you're ready for a change, hit subscribe and join me on this journey. Welcome to another episode of Time Travel with Mizo. I will bring you back to the year 2016.
So boy, D Galaxy straight represent that K-Krew. Got my brother right here behind. Represent K-Krew as well. Run 033. 033 is the street code. 033 Kolkata City, baby. That's how we do it. Run the streets. That's what's up.
So you guys let people know a little bit about K-Krew. You guys said you guys have a lot of the elements of hip-hop within your crew.
We started back like way back in 2007. We dropped our first single, right, called K-Streets Part 2. Then in February 2008, we uploaded that on a website called SoundClick. So we were like one of the first pioneer crews from out here in the city, was making rap music. So that's what's up. K-Krew basically stands for Kolkata Crew. It's a K-K-R-E-W, so there's two Ks. And like it involves all of the elements. We got a turntablist, we got graffiti artists, like we do graffiti on the sides as well. We got breakers, we got MCs, and all that. You name it. Nice. Oh, and Run 033 is it's like our events chapter where we organize events like park jams, rooftop battles.
Yes.
It's an extended outfit.
So we'll speak about that too. So like on the streets, there's some footage I got. We'll get some more of, let's start with graffiti, of a lot of the graffiti scene here. And you guys are speaking to us about On the Run. So let us know about, maybe start with the history of graffiti here as much as you know it.
Alright, so the thing is, political graffiti has always been there, right? It has been here since like forever. But the eastern part of India, in Bengal, the graffiti was basically political graffiti ever since the 70s, the mid 80s, since back then. But the style writing and all the street art and all this came, like these are very recent stuff. Mostly like all the writers who come down from foreign, like maybe from like Europe or America or whatever. They started hitting the rails, the subways, the metro cars back in 2005. But for the people out here, they didn't know what graffiti was all about. What style writing was about. Writing a name, getting it out there, everywhere your names. They did not know what that's what about. And plus we did not get spray cans out there, we did not have aerosol cans. That was one of the issues. So what people started doing was we had biker gangs back in 2006-07 when the flyovers started coming out in Kolkata. Yeah, so like the gangs would just buy random spray pen to, like that they used to pen the bikes. And they would use that to tag up the names on flyovers. Right? We had Rex riders, we had Zap bikers and all that. Like these cars were back in 2005-06, right? And so then flyovers in the city, but they were like drag races in midnight. They used to have tag names of all the bike crews. Zap bikers, rape bikers and all of them. Okay. So later on, the hip-hop graffiti came along with like this graffiti writer from Delhi. She's called Samsam. She reps Aerosol Assassin's Crew along with Zain. She came down in 2012 to do this workshop at a club called K-Krew. And she has Bengali roots, Samita. So she taught us all about like using Montana spray cans, empty and golds, hardcore, 9-4, all that nonsense. Nice. So yeah, that's how we got started. It was sold out.
So how would you say the graffiti? Let's start with graph culture first. How would you say the culture exchange with the graph program and like just dealing with graph in the community helped you guys express yourselves?
Oh, we did a lot, man. Graffiti is a visual element of hip-hop, man. Like it's like even breakdancing, that's how they put it. Yeah, even like people, like laymen who don't understand hip-hop as a culture, who have no clue of rap music, really appreciate when a graffiti is out there on the wall. It makes it look colorful, it's beautiful, it stands out. That's it. That's what's up.
Okay. And let's go back to the graffiti. You guys spoke about that graffiti wall in Lake City?
Lake Gardens.
Lake Gardens?
Yeah,
explain that a little bit.
The story about Lake Gardens is like there used to be an abandoned warehouse, right? And we were always searching for newer spots. We were always out there scouting the spots. So one of our homies who's from the south of Kolkata, he stumbled upon this abandoned warehouse and he said, yo, why not we like paint a wall over there? So we ended up painting it. And then later we thought like, shit, this is a big ass spot. Why not we call in all the other writers from the city and we do a jam?
So that's how we do. Like every time we have a jam, we call in all the writers from the city. Sometimes people come from Delhi, from Mumbai.
Okay.
And we have like usually we have like 2 days of painting session. It's fun, man. Like
And
we
since
paint
it's
the
an
whole-
abandoned warehouse, no one really gives a fuck. There's no interference from cops, nothing. So it's all good. And like over like 3-4 months, all the walls are covered with graffiti. And we have like more or less all the writers of our city have their names up there in the Lake Gantra. It's kind of like 5 points, but Kolkata.
Right. There's a lot of those everywhere. Like there's something like 5 points everywhere.
Word.
So also touch upon like this documentary is a lot about hip hop culture and how the community gets uplifted and how it helps youth find themselves. So let's speak a little bit about that brother who brought all those skateboards for people in there.
Yeah, so like hip hop is not always like the 4 elements like MCing, DJing, breakdancing, graffiti. There are also like other urban elements which kind of like comes into hip hop. Let's like say skateboarding for a matter of fact. Like skateboarding, there was this guy who came down from America.
Big up to Aaron Wallings. He came down for some volunteer work. He saw the warehouse. He really dug that all the walls were painted. He thought like, cool, we have this like blank spot where like police don't even interfere. Why not we do something fruitful, right? And there was a slum just adjoining the Lake Gardens warehouse. What he did was he brought in a couple of skateboards, like a bunch of skateboards. He imported them,
shipped them in.
and he used to organize weekend classes, after school programs. And so all the slum kids, they got involved. We had volunteers, like kids of our age, we helped them out. And that's how it was like, it was a recurring event. Every weekend there were kids from the slums who were, out there on the skateboards, flipping tricks.
I could totally murder for some Sunny Chubas right now.
Kill? I have an old story from Motherland. It's a good one. It's a good one.
So how do you feel personally, there's no right or wrong answer, so how do you personally feel that has helped the youth from those communities, if it has?
It does help them. Like it helps them to get their focus on something besides like they could have gotten into trouble, they could have gone sideways, but after coming back from school they have something to do, they have something to look forward to. They help in building the ramps, they're building the whole place up. They're basically turning it into a skate park. So that's what they learn, like teamwork, they put in effort, they try to paint the ramps, they learn skateboarding tricks and all that.
And it's kind of like an extended family for them. Like we have to look at it like this. Like these kids, they're from the slums. They don't have much, like nothing much to look forward to, right? So after they're at the school, they come back. They have their friends to like chill with. So they go to the skate park. It's a positive thing for them. They get to learn teamwork. They get to learn like what it's all about, being together.
It's like they have a sense of belonging. Like I belong to the skateboarding, Kolkata skateboarding. I'm a part of this.
Magical word.
That has really helped a lot with the kids.
Hip hop is really uplifting once you like look at it in this perspective.
Any community. No one thought hip hop would make it out of the Bronx, out of New York. But it's out here in Kolkata, in India.
Word up.
Changed lives, man. Big time.
Speak about some of those. You guys said, like as you said, organizing brings a sense of belonging to people, and community has a big power. You guys organize a lot of jams. You said community jams. So it's let the people know how that happens, because back in the day it used to always happen in Canada and America, but now those things are kind of illegal in a way.
The thing is, the scene out here, it's very nascent. It's a really new thing. Like hip hop, all we have is a niche community of like-minded people, and all of us are really close. We are really tight. It's like a fraternity, right? And there's not too many people who understand what hip hop is. So what we do is we gotta sustain this ourselves. We put money in, and there's no like profit. We made no profit. We just basically cut even. But we organize
most
jams.
of the time we run losses, man, like to be very honest, but then we just get in money. It's like zero funded, zero budget events, just for the fun of it, just for hip hop, 101, keeping it real.
And Run 033 is our extended outfit.
The first event that Run 033 we organized was called Hood Hop. Hood Hop was the event where we brought in like all the elements, the 9 elements of hip hop.
That was the first of its kind all elements jam in our city.
There was a fashion show. The theme of the fashion show was urban attire.
We had break dancers, we had graffiti artists, we had like turntables, we had MCing everything.
MCs, we have skateboarders, we have BMX stunt kids, you already know.
So you said 9 elements, right? You said 9 elements. So that's interesting to me. Well, name the 9 elements to
Street entrepreneurism, street attire. The 4 basic elements are always there: MCing, DJing, graffiti art, knowledge of self. That's one of the main elements in hip hop. Beatboxing, someone also considers that another part of an MC element. So yeah, those are basically the 9 elements of hip hop.
Okay. How much young people are involved in the Kolkata hip hop scene right now?
A lot. Like initially it was only like confined in the clubs where the DJ would usually play like the hits that they like on VH1 or whatever. But now like people really dig deep since the internet. Like thanks to the internet, people can really like dig deep and they now go back to the roots and they like look up all the real albums. They get inspired and there's a hell lot of young kids who are getting into the game right now.
Nice.
Even though we don't have any mainstream album out from our city as of yet, but still we're on the grind, like people are out here, like the kids are joining, so it's a movement that's on the rise.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you guys, the dynamic between women and men is kind of different here as opposed to the other side of the world. So what would you say is like the presence of females and the female presence in the hip hop game?
Yeah, like the female, they're coming up in the game. Like there's this one writer called Remil Bergi. Big up to her. She's putting work in the game. In the first event that you organized that I said right now, she was actually one of the graffiti artists who came down and did a proper flex. So big up to her.
Then we have another girl called Missy Jeldindim. She was a writer as well. She used to always hang around with us. She participated in a lot of these painting jams that we did. So she's there. These are two graffiti artists. Apart from that, we have breakdancers.
We also big out here in Kolkata. Like the girls, they put in work. They put in work real big time. We represent CWK. That's Cavats with creativity. That's a crew. There's this girl called what's her name? The girl.
There's Nicola Bose. She's from CKN, Crafts of Commotion.
Yeah.
So from your guys' opinion, do you feel that hip-hop culture, how women are involved in it now, do you feel it's gonna help break stereotypes?
Of course, it is gonna break a lot of stereotypes. Like women out here,
they have the image like unless you are not a girlfriend of a breakdancer, you really don't get to be around in the cypher, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now we have B-girls
who are really proper representing, they're getting downs in battles, they're winning a championship. There are other events for only dedicated for B-girls, but like people are turning up. Like there are 12 or 13 B-girls in one event for a breaking battle or a popping battle. So the scene is really coming up. There are lots of girls who are putting work in the game, big time.
Breaking that marginalization.
Word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. Guys, move over. I need you guys to make this circle bigger. Step up the dance floor. I repeat, guys, you need to step up the dance floor and make this bigger.
Consciousness rise. Consciousness rise. Never born, never die, never born, never wise. Consciousness rise. Consciousness rise.
That's Noti over there. This is Dona. Dona is from Korea.
Korea, okay.
Asia represent.
And these are the same from Slovakia?
Yeah. The same couple of India is big time. And since Kolkata got the subway, Kolkata, then New Delhi, these are the places where the foreign riders come down to bomb the metros.
Yeah.
They go up to the yards, paint the rakes. It is what it is. We are here, K-Krew, D.C represent K for that K itself. It's like this. 033 for life. O3 represent K3 Beehive.
O3, huh?
O3.
You know, it lives here. Thank you for K-Krew for letting me see it. And, yo, and real shit, keep it up. And yo, I'm proud of my big